And a very pleasant good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the very first contest of the 2022-23 season on mybasin.com. Hornets basketball coming your way in just a few minutes. My name is Josh Eldridge. So glad to be with you tonight, coming to you live from the Hornets nest as Henley gets set for their season home opener against 5A's Redmond Panthers. And for the Hornets tonight, a great season last year. They're looking to get another one in the win column tonight, entering play 1-1. Meantime, Redmond 2-0, and they've got some kids headed for Klamath Falls as well as an Oregon Tech commit with the Panthers tonight. We'll talk about that as well as take a look at what happened last year with Redmond and take a look at the early season standings for this year's season. A lot of basketball left to be played here in game number 3 for the Hornets. We're just a few minutes away from tip-off next on mybasin.com.
Comfortable and not quit. At Klamath Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Klamath Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Klamath Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to mybasin.com for tonight's mybasin.com game of the week. The Redmond Panthers coming to visit the Hornets nest tonight here at Henley High School. So glad that you're spending the evening with us. Still in the early parts of the season, and for Henley in the newly realigned Skyline Conference, still a lot of familiar faces in this conference, just losing one squad. The North Valley Knights no longer in the lead. So as we take a look at the early season standings so far, Phoenix is actually undefeated right now, 3-0 atop the Skyline Conference early before league play begins. Hidden Valley close behind them at 2-1 overall. Mazama is 1-0, and Henley the only team Henley in fourth place with a 1-1 record. Klamath Union has yet to play a contest. They've had a couple of scheduled, but they haven't been able to finally get a contest in yet. So the Pelicans still waiting to play their first game. Now, you look over at Redmond's conference, the Intermountain Conference, all these schools right in that Bend area, and Redmond actually leads the league. They've played the most games at a 2-0 record. Everyone else from Mountain View, Caldera, Summit, they are 1-0. Ridgeview is 1-1, and Bend actually is 1-3. The Lava Bears getting off to a little bit of a slow start this season up there in Bend as Redmond comes to us again from that Intermountain Conference. A 4A school, the Hornets hosting the 5A Redmond Panthers. Not the first time that Henley has played up a classification this year. They opened the season, as a matter of fact, at Grants Pass at the Wairika tournament, playing the Cavemen there. And while it was a 66-39 loss, the Hornets without most of their starting lineup. As a matter of fact, Shaw Stork and Luke Bennett did not play in that game. And they didn't play in the win against Del Norte, which came on the third 63-37 win for the Hornets over Del Norte. Same story, Shaw nor Luke Bennett played in that game. Well, both of those seniors are back tonight in the starting lineup. We'll take a look at the starting lineups after one more break here on mybasin.com. Just a few minutes away from tip-off, the Hornets take on the Panthers.
Way This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of Ford tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
Welcome back to Henley High School inside the Hornets' nest for tonight's contest between the Henley Hornets and the visiting Redmond Panthers. Just about a minute away from finding out tonight's starting lineups, and we take a look back just real briefly to last season for the Henley Hornets. Undefeated in Skyline Conference play, earned them a home berth into the playoffs, and unfortunately lost here on the home floor to Staten. But you look at some of the kids on their roster, a lot of returning talent from a team that last year was just this close to making an Elite Eight bid to Forest Grove High School up near Portland. Owen Sheen is back for another year. Aiden Hayes back for another season as well, along with Blaine Boersma, Shaw, Stork, Luke Bennett, and not to mention Marcus McCready, the sophomore last year, grown a couple of inches this year, now a junior, a little bit more experienced. The big man down low looking to make an impact for the Hornets as well this year. And you also have some new faces on the roster tonight for Henley. Lane Frank along with Max Tobiasen on the roster tonight. You've also got Chris Janney, who isn't new to mybasin.com, was on the football team, but this year getting his first varsity minutes. You've also got TJ Chavez, a junior, and Owen Harper, another junior, some of the fresh faces this year for the Henley Hornets. And you see them there on your screen right now. Henley in their home white uniforms with the yellow stripe down the side. And the Redmond Panthers tonight in their maroon uniforms as well, with Panthers written across the front in yellow text and yellow numbers as well. As we get ready to learn the starting lineups, our PA announcer tonight, if you can hear him, is Mr. Bob Chambros, as well as the yearbook teacher here at Henley High School, taking up duties as the PA announcer here inside the Hornets' nest as we rise now for the playing of the national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Christopher Benjamin performing the Star-Spangled Banner tonight, the director of Henley Crier, as well as an assistant football coach for the Hornets. And we will begin the starting lineups first with the visiting team the Redmond Panthers. Starting number 1, Tanner Jones, a junior guard, as well as number 2 at the other guard position, Colton Horner. Nathan walks in at the forward position, the senior, number 3 for Redmond. Number 23, Jack Snyder, a sophomore, and the senior, number 30, Evan Otten. And he is the kid who'll be wearing colors up at Oregon Tech next year. Otten, it's a kid we're going to keep an eye on tonight from Redmond, standing 6'9". Now a chance to meet the hometown Henley Hornets. Starting at forward, number 10, a senior, Owen Sheen. Starting at the shooting guard position, number 12, another senior, Blaine Boersma, along with Shaw Stork, another senior, number 14, and number 24, the junior, Luke Bennett, along with the big man down low, number 44, Marcus McCready. The Hornets coached by Luke Hammond, assisted by Mr. Thomas Loney, and again for Redmond, they are coached tonight by Reagan Gilbertson, assisted by Matt Jones, Marty Lunan, and Sawyer Gurdet. Says Redmond getting ready for the opening tip. Again, Otten, big 6'9" center down low, and Justin Parnell, head coach at Oregon Tech, along with Mitch Fink of Tech fame and assistant coach now for the Owls, in attendance tonight. As we are just about ready for tip-off this evening. The tip is going to be touched by McCready first, but rolls out of bounds. The Hornets, as a matter of fact, will get the basketball first, so Shaw Stork will inbound the pass to Blaine Boersma. Boersma, a good knockdown three-point shooter. Might have to take up some minutes as the point guard this year. Luke Bennett's now got it on the near wing. Bounces it inside, kicks it to McCready on that left elbow. McCready has it knocked loose. Ball is loose as it crosses midcourt. McCready picks it back up. The Hornets retain possession. Now it's going to be Sheen crossing the timeline. Tried to kick it to Boersma near side, but it was tipped out of bounds by Jack Snyder for Redmond. Boersma inbounding it to Sheen. He's picked up by Snyder at half court. Now to Stork on the near side wing. Stork dribbling left elbow, kicks it out to the far corner. Sheen dribbles inside, dish to McCready. He goes up for the shot, but travels before he can release it, so no bucket on the play. McCready hit with the foul, and it'll be Redmond basketball. As bringing it up for the Panthers is Tanner Jones. He's picked up by Boersma at about half court. Kicks it to the near side to Snyder in the near corner. Snyder is going to get it back over to Walks. Walks now far side to Jones. Jones trying to get it inside to Otten. Otten, quick pass to the near side. Now back to the top of the key with Horner. Left-hand wing with Jones, and now it's Otten, top of the key. Three-point shot on the outside for Jones. Back of the iron, no good. Sheen skies for the rebound. Owen races up the court, kicks it near side to Shaw. Puts it on the deck, trying to dribble left with it. Comes in from 8 feet, has his shot swatted away by Otten. McCready with the rebound, he puts it up and in, and the Hornets strike first tonight as they lead 2-0 with 6:45 to go in the first. McCready is going to be integral tonight for the Hornets attack down low. All right, with it now is Jones on the outside for Redmond. He puts it on the deck, gets it to Otten at the free throw line. He kicks it back outside to Horner, dribbles around for a three-point bucket, and it is good. Redmond takes command of the game. They lead now 3-2, 6:27 remaining in the first. After that three-point bucket from Horner, now Sheen on the inside. He kicks it to McCready. McCready puts it on the deck from about 8 feet out, the floater, and McCready answers back. He's got all 4 of the Hornets' points tonight as they lead now 4-3, 6:13 to go in the first. All right, now Snyder into the front court, trying to get it inside on, but Stork disrupts the pass. It was last touched by Shaw, so it'll be Redmond basketball as the Panthers will get it underneath their own basket. Quick inbound pass is going to go to Walks. He takes the foul. And the shot did not fall, so he'll be sent to the line for 2 shots. It gives us a time to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist. That's why Les Schwab does more than install just tires and wheels. You can come on in for a free pre-trip safety check, and they're going to help make sure that everything is in working order at Les Schwab Tires. So the first free throw shot, no good. The second one rattles around the back of the iron and does not fall. Boersma with the rebound, kicks it into the front court to Sheen. Now near corner, back to Boersma, left wing. Right wing for Boersma. Now near corner to Bennett. Bennett fakes the pass, puts it on the deck at the right elbow, trying to move inside, kicks it back outside to Sheen, top of the key. Sheen puts on the wood. Step back, long 2. That one rattles off the rim, no good. And the board is collected by Jones for the Panthers. He's trying to get it. Horner, another three. That one rattles home, and Horner with back-to-back triples for Redmond gives him 6 points. And Redmond now leads 6-4, 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Boersma walking it up the floor, kicks it to Sheen near side. Sheen putting it on the floor, trying to find McCready. In from about 10 feet, no good off the front of the rim. McCready follows it up with his own rebound and puts it right back up and in. McCready 6 points tonight. We've got a tie game at 6, 5:13 to go in the first. All right, now it's Snyder, top of the key. He's going to kick it over to Walks. Walks now to Jones, far corner, zips it across the court to Horner. Catch and shoot, corner three is good. And Horner catching fire early. He's got 3 triples to give Redmond a 9-6 lead, under 5 to go in the first. Bennett, step back, long two. That one rattles out, no good. And that's going to be Otten with the rebound. Now bringing it up is Snyder. Trying to get the Hornets in transition. Gets it inside to Walks. High off the glass, no good. And a loose ball foul. I believe they're going to get Walks as he kind of tackled Shaw there to the ground. But my goodness. All the points in this game so far scored by just 2 players. Marcus McCready with 6 for the Hornets on 3 2-point baskets. And Colton Horner with 3 3-point baskets for the Panthers. The score 9-6, 4:38 to go in the first. Boersma zipping it near side to Stork. He puts it on the ground, now kicks it to Bennett, far corner. Bennett trying to get it to McCready at the free throw line. McCready puts it on the deck from about 8 feet out, kicks it near side to Sheen. Sheen back inside to McCready. He goes up strong, can't get it. Rebound up for grabs near corner, snagged by Boersma. Now it's Sheen for a long 3, front iron, no good. And Otten skies for the board, kicks it ahead to Snyder as he crosses the timeline. Snyder with his right hand dribbling to the right side, has it picked away. Boersma trying to grab it, but it's picked up by Horner. Horner driving to the hoop, no good. Stork skies for the board. 4 minutes to go now in the first, and Redmond leads 9-6. Stork directing traffic, top of the key. Gets it to McCready. McCready hands it back off to Stork. Now Sheen from the left elbow, no good. And Otten skies again for the rebound. He's active in the paint there. All right, it's going to be Jones bringing it up for the Panthers. He's going to kick it over to Walks. Walks now about 19 feet out. He's going to kick it to Otten. Otten underhand scoop pass to Snyder. Back to Walks, top of the key. Trying to get it inside to Otten. Draws a double team, kicking it back outside to Horner. He tries to drive, has it picked loose. And I believe that's going to be a foul against Shaw. Some substitutions coming in for the Hornets. It's going to be Aiden Hayes along with Owen Harper. No, pardon me. That's TJ Chavez checking into the game for the Hornets. Trying to get the tall pass to Otten. The ball goes loose. Kick outside to Horner for the 3. That shot's no good. Otten battling for the rebound. He fights hard. He gets it, puts it back up and in. Redmond leads 11-6 with 3:27 to go in the first. Aiden Hayes trying to find Chavez down low, but incomplete pass right to the Redmond bench. And it'll be Panthers basketball. 3:26 to go in the first. Redmond leads 11-6. The Henley student section trying to get into it now. One of the best in the state in indoor gyms is Horner. Top of the key, dribbling around. He's going to kick it to Walks for a long 3. That one rattles out, no good. Boersma collects the rebound. Bringing it up, kicks it over to Chavez along the left wing. Chavez kicks it back to Boersma right in front of the Redmond bench. Boersma dribbling around the half-court line. Loose ball grabbed by Chavez, finally collected by Aiden Hayes. Hayes kicks it to Sheen, top of the key. Sheen trying to drive with his left hand. A nice pass inside to Boersma. And a pump fake got on to jump. And Boersma's fouled. We'll see if they give him the shooting foul. It might have just been on the floor, though. Yep, and that'll be a foul against Otten. Second team foul for the Panthers. And so it'll be Boersma to inbound. Kicks it to Owen. A quick shot with the left hand, and he is special with that left hand. We saw it last year. And Sheen collecting his first 2-point bucket of this game, bringing his team back within 3. It's 11-8. Panthers with 2:41 to go in the first. All right, near side with it is Jones. He's trying to drive the lane, and a charging foul taken down low by Aiden Hayes as Jones came in with a bit too much steam and knocked down the junior guard. Third Redmond team foul, first of the game for Tanner Jones, the senior guard, coming in a bit hot there. And so Hornets with the basketball as Boersma crosses the half-court stripe. Takes the Sheen screen going left, now tries to kick it to Chavez, top of the key. He spins around, takes a 3, it's good! and Chavez ties the game with a three-point bucket, his first of the night. It's 11-all with 2:17 to go in the first. With it now is Horner. Horner kicks it outside to Snyder, puts it on the deck, thinks about going left, now goes right, moves left, kicks it back outside to Walks. Now Jones in the right corner. Jones trying to zip it across to Snyder. He thought about a three, pump fakes, puts it on the deck. Now he's going to kick it over to Walks. Walks, far court pass over to Otten. A couple more passes, ends up in the hands of Horner along the right wing. He thought about a three. He's in the double team with Shaw and Boersma. Finally finds Jones along the outskirts of the three-point line. Coming around the near side to Walks, and it's picked away. The pass inside is knocked away. Stork with it now as it's a turnover. Hornets have got it. Shaw moving left along the left elbow. Kicks it out to Sheen. And Sheen has it picked away but collects it for a travel. And so Redmond will get the basketball back. We are tied at 11 with 1:28 to go in the first quarter. Redmond, the 5A Panthers against Henley 4A Hornets. Again, Henley has played up once this year, losing pretty handedly to Grants Pass, but came back with a win against Del Norte as Otten slams down a slam dunk after a good pass inside. 13-11 now Redmond. It's the Oregon Tech commit showing Klamath Falls what he has. All right, now in for Henley is Chris Janney. Janney kicks it now to Sheen for a three, and Sheen splashes it. The Hornets take the lead right back, 14-13, under a minute now to go in the first. And another three-point shot for Sheen. Otten trying to find the pass outside. It's knocked away. Loose ball is going to be scrambled over at the logo. Held ball, possession Redmond. Shaw Stork checking into the game for Owen Sheen, the only substitution on the floor coming in as Shaw comes back in to guard Walks. By the way, Chavez guarding Otten down low. Now it's Jones with 42 seconds to go in the first. See how Redmond plays it. Some teams around the state will take advantage of the no shot clock, but Boersma picks away the pass, tries to kick it ahead to Hayes. It's picked away by Snyder, trying to get it inside to Otten, but Boersma kicks it away, saves it from going out of bounds almost. But it's called out of bounds in that near side. One heck of an effort by Blaine Boersma. That's one thing you'll get from him every minute he's on the floor is an engine that never stops running. Quick pass, inlet pass to Snyder. He misses the corner three. It's picked away by Hayes on the rebound. He kicks it ahead to Stork. Stork trying to zip it to Janney. Janney takes the body. Now it's outside to Chavez. A reach-in foul by Snyder for Redmond. Will be their 15th foul, I believe. Or pardon me, 4th team foul. As Aiden Hayes checks out and Luke Bennett checks back in for the Hornets with 17.5 seconds. Wanted to get the shooter on the floor for potentially the last possession of the period. Stork inbounds it to Boersma. Boersma going to drain some clock, has two options for a screen, but backs up. Now at 10 seconds. Boersma dribbling with the left hand, now switches to his right. Takes the right screen, now along the right wing. He's going to kick it to Bennett. Bennett is going to shoot from about 16 feet, but travel with 1.3 seconds. He made the bucket, but the travel will negate it. So now with 1.3 seconds, Redmond a chance at a Hail Mary. It's going to be knocked away. And did he get it on the tip-in? The basket is good. What a shot there by Colton Horner. And the two-point bucket showing his touch as Redmond takes the lead in the final second of the first quarter, 15-14, as we head to the second on mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
And we welcome you back to mybasin.com as after one quarter of play inside the Hornets' nest, Redmond leads Henley 15-14. But the Hornets start with the ball. Luke Bennett trying to drive with the right hand along the right lane, trying to get it outside to Janney. Janney reins in the pass, now driving along the left side. A quick inside pass to Stork. Stork tries to find McCready. He goes up and is fouled. And that's one thing you'll see from the Hornets, not only last season, but looks like coming into this season as well. They are more than willing to make the extra pass inside. Sometimes it can cost them, but right there, you get Redmond on their heels. McCready goes up with the shot, forces the foul, and he is at the line for two. A fine time to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza. If you're looking for a great place to eat, head to one of Abby's Legendary Pizza locations for some of the best pizza in the Klamath Basin at 1919 Austin Street or 2226 Shalleck Street near OIT. Abby's Legendary Pizza is a proud supporter of high school sports. McCready's first free throw was good, the second on the way, and that one rattles out, so we'll stay tied at 15 with 7:40 to go in the first half. It's Jones bringing it up. He's going to hand it to Horner. Horner kicks it near side to Snyder, now to Walks. Walks back outside to Snyder, putting it on the deck along the right elbow, kicks it outside to Jones in the far corner. Jones now trying to drive inside, up with the left-handed layup. That one rattles home, and Redmond takes the lead right back. Shot on the near side, no good by Boersma. And now it's Snyder again with a long three. That one's off the back iron, no good. Boersma collects the rebound. Boersma dribbles behind his back, trying to go to the rim with the left hand, no good. Good attempt, but Otten gets the rebound for the Panthers. Now quick basketball in transition. Jones goes to the rim untouched and misses the layup. Shaw Stork collects the board. All right, now Stork moving up the floor. Goes with his right hand, now to his left along the left lane. No good. McCready with the rebound. He tries to bank it off the glass back in, and the Hornets can't convert on yet another trip down the floor. Trying to get the oop into Otten, but it's broken up there by Boersma. And the Hornets have the ball. Bennett crossing the timeline now. The score 17-15 Redmond with 6:30 left to go in the first half. It's Boersma zipping it near side to Janney. Janney has it picked loose, but the ball's picked up by Bennett. Bennett goes up with the shot. It's no good. Rebound is going to be snagged by Redmond. And now it's kicked ahead to Jones. Jones racing to the bucket. Kicks it outside to Horner for a three, and it's good. Horner has been lights out from three-point range tonight. That's his fourth triple. 20-15 Redmond, 6 minutes to go in the second. And Henley looking for an answer. They've had a couple of empty trips up the floor. This time Boersma bringing it right. Now kicks it to McCready beyond the three-point arc. McCready can shoot. They slacked off of him. He kicks it to Bennett. Bennett now top of the key. Right elbow jumper. That one rattles out. No good. Otten gets the rebound. Jones carrying it now. He's going to be picked up by Boersma. He's going to hand it off to Snyder. Snyder zipping it over to Horner. Horner now walks near side, trying to get it inside to Snyder, who dribbles along the baseline. Getting it inside to Otten, to Jones. Right corner three. Rims out, no good. The rebound swatted back outside to the perimeter and collected by Horner. Now it's Jones looking for a screen to the right side. Kicking it over to Horner. Now to Snyder, top of the key. Snyder putting it on the deck, now trying to back up. The ball's picked away by Boersma. Now a one-on-one fast break. Snyder versus Boersma. He goes up for the shot, and it is no good. Loose ball is going to be grabbed by Blaine, handed to Marcus. He goes up for the pump shot, spins around, up at the basket, no good. And the Hornets can't convert again, as it's going to be Redmond, and this is going to be a timeout for the Panthers. We'll take a timeout too. The score 20-15 Panthers with 4:51 to go in the second. You're watching Hornets basketball on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And there you see the Redmond Panthers, who are leading the Hornets by 5. It's 20-15 with 4:51 to go in the second. Leading scorer by a wide margin in the first half thus far for Redmond is Colton Horner. He has got 14 points in the early going of this game, and he has hit quite a number of threes. He's hit 4 3-pointers. There he is, Horner with the ball at the left elbow, dribbles it beyond the arc, now goes with the left hand, loses it for a second, but dishes it to Jones near side. Jones now to Walks, top of the key. Tries to get it to Horner near side. Quick pass to Jones, he goes inside with it, passes it outside. Horner three again, no good. That time Hayes comes down with the glass. Kicking it ahead to Stork. Stork to Bennett. Near side three, Bennett steps into it, it rattles off the glass, no good. Horner trying to kick it ahead to Walks. He goes up for the slam dunk and can't get it. Now Sheen's with it. Sheen is going to kick it to Hayes. Hayes trying to dribble inside. Goes to the basket with the right hand. He's clobbered, no whistle as he hits the deck. Trying to pass it ahead to Horner. Horner goes up for the layup and banks it in. It's now a 7-point lead for Redmond. 22-15 with 3:51 to go in the second quarter. Shaw brings it up. Tries to dribble inside the paint, goes up with the right hand, follows up his miss with the rebound, dribbles it back out, trying to get it inside to McCready. He goes up for the hoop and the harm. McCready converting in a chance at an extra one. Eight points for McCready tonight from the field, and he is also 1 for 1 from the free throw line. He gets another opportunity here. And checking in for Henley, Boersma is going to come in for Bennett. Henley last year on free throws shot just a tad over 50%. Looking to improve those numbers this year, and McCready converts on his attempt there. It's now a 4-point ball game as it looks like Redmond making a substitution. Checking in now for the Panthers is going to be Orge. Snyder with it on the far side, taking the walk screen to the right. With it now, also into the game is Tyler Jackman for Redmond. Here's Horner with it, picked up by Stork. Stork pestering him from quite a ways beyond the arc. It's now Walks top of the key. Walks steps into a three. Off the back iron, no good. Sheen climbs the ladder for the rebound. Kicking it ahead to Chavez now for Henley. Chavez back to Boersma, top of the key. Zipping it inside to Sheen. He tries with the right-hand touch, and that's no good. Redmond collects the rebound. They lead 22-18, 2:57 to go in the second. Horner, underhand pass to Jackman. Jackman just a couple feet beyond the three-point line, kicks it outside to Horner for another three, and he laces that one. 25-18, and another three for Colton Horner. Stork trying to bring it inside now, makes a sweet move to the rim and converts. Shaw Stork showing off the footwork there, and Luke Hammond calls a timeout for his Hornets. We'll take 1-2. Henley down 5, 25-20 with 2:35 to go in the second. You've got Hornets basketball on mybasin.com.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
And welcome you back inside the Hornets nest for tonight's coverage of Henley basketball, as the Hornets now trail 25-20 with about 2.5 to go in the second, and Redmond's got the basketball. Walks has got it now on the left elbow, guarded by Sheen. He's going to kick it out to Horner on the near wing. Horner trying to get it back inside to Walks. The pass picked away from by TJ Chavez. And now bringing it up the floor is Boersma. Boersma zipping it inside to Sheen. Sheen back outside to Chavez. He tries to go up with it, pump fake, now back outside to Boersma near wing. Boersma brings it along top of the key, kicks it over to Janney. Janney handing it off to Sheen, still top of the key. Sheen goes right, now left, a sweet move to the rim, high off the glass, he won't get it. But the pass intended for a Panther, picked away by Boersma, now gets it to Sheen. Sheen driving baseline, high left-hand floater's no good. Henley gets the rebound, but I believe it might be a foul against Chavez, and it is over the back foul as he tried to collect the rebound. And those are the kind of fouls that, as a first-year varsity player like TJ Chavez, he's a junior, you're okay with these calls early in the season if you're Hammond. That's an effort play. And he just got a little bit too hungry, and he's called for the foul. It'll be Redmond basketball as Horner crosses the timeline, trying to get it inside to Walks. Walks now top of the key. Zips it over to Jackman. A catch-and-shoot corner three rattles out, no good. It's collected by Boersma. Boersma bringing it up. Zipping the pass inside to Janney. He goes up with the left hand, no good. The rebound is loose. Collected by Horner, and I believe he was stripped. It'll be a Hornet collecting the foul. We'll see who they give it to. That'll be TJ Chavez's second foul and the fourth team foul for the Hornets. Redmond has got 6. And so Aiden Hayes checks out. Chavez checks out. Stork in and McCready in for Henley. Horner, top of the key three. He is feeling it. That's another triple for Colton Horner. My goodness, that's 3 in a row for him. Sheen now near corner, trying to drive baseline, tries to get it to McCready. McCready goes up with the right hand, and that one rolls around the basket and falls. Another couple of points for Marcus tonight. He has got 10. Under a minute now to go in the first half. Horner, pass intended for him, gets it to Sheen. Sheen, open room, left-handed layup is good. It's now 28-24. Is a good defensive play there by the senior. Sniffing that one out and converting on the open court layup. All right, with it now is Snyder. Snyder kicks it over to Jackman. Jackman hassled by Janney. Now back over to Snyder. Snyder has it picked away by Boersma. 2-on-1 fast break. Kick it to Stork. Stork back to Boersma. Up off the glass is good. Boersma's first 2 points of the night. Quick pass into the front court for Redmond's Lorge, and he misses the shot. Henley has a chance to tie the game now with under 20 seconds to go in the second. And this game is turned on its head as Henley has come back within 2 in the waning moments of this first half. 10 seconds now. Boersma beyond the key. He's moving left with it. Kicks it to Stork. Stork trying to get it inside to Marcus, who puts it off the glass and in. Henley ties the game 28-all with 2 seconds to go. Quick shot on the other side for Redmond, and it's no good. And the Hornets going on a monster run to end that first half. We're tied at 28 as we head to halftime. We'll break down the stats as we have them so far and take a look around what else is happening in the state of Oregon in high school basketball. All that's coming up next if you stick with us during halftime on mybasin.com. The Hornets, Panthers are tied.
Comfortable and not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
We welcome you back to mybasin.com. It is halftime inside the Hornets nest, and Henley tied with 5A Redmond 28-28 after the first 16 minutes of basketball tonight. It was an 8-0 run for Henley that got them back into this ball game. Redmond had extended upon this lead with a couple of baskets from Colton Horner and the 2-point bucket from Evan Otten. Tyler Jackman getting involved, as well as Jack Snyder for Redmond. And they built themselves a little 8-point lead, and Henley came storming back, scoring all 8 points in about the last minute and a half to storm back and tie this game. As we look at the leading scorers, Colton Horner leading all scorers for Redmond tonight with 20 points. Tanner Jones has got 2, Jack Snyder's got 2, Tyler Jackman has got 2, and Evan Otten has got a pair of points as well. But safe to say, I mean, you do the math, most of the offensive production tonight is coming from Colton Horner. He is having a stellar game thus far. 6 3-pointers made, and I'm trying to think. I don't think he's missed one tonight. He has gotten hot from the perimeter, and the Hornets haven't found an answer. He's got 20 points tonight. But for Redmond, they haven't found an answer really for Marcus McCready, who's got 5 buckets tonight, 10 points, each of them 2-pointers down inside the paint. He's also made a couple free throws, so pardon me. He's got 13 points tonight, does Marcus McCready. He is doing a real nice job up against his opposition, the Oregon Tech commit, Evan Otten, who is, again, just 2 points tonight. The rebound battle has been pretty evenly matched so far, but the other scorers for Henley, as we take a look now, Owen Sheen's got 5, Blaine Boersma's got 4, and TJ Chavez has got 3 for the Henley Hornets. They have come back in a strong way. This team is resilient, and they know how to balance off each other, play off of each other. The inside passing, the fast breaks really allow the Hornets to storm back and get themselves back into games like this where it seems like they might be down and the momentum is the other way. That's why this Hornets team does such a great job of reclaiming the momentum. They did it last year, and they're showing signs of another successful season this year. They enter play tonight with a 1-and-run record. We'll take a look back at their first couple of games and look ahead at the rest of the season schedule as we continue your halftime coverage tonight. As we are tied at 28 from Henley High School, the Panthers and the Hornets continue next on mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home, I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
Well, we're tied at 28 at halftime tonight from Henley High School. The Hornets tied up with the Panthers 28 all after the first half of play. And we take a look at the first couple of games. First with Redmond. They've had a couple of convincing wins to start the season. As a matter of fact, it was a 74-60 win over South Albany to kick off their season back on the 2nd. And then they turned around and played Crook County, beat the Cowboys to the tune of 63-48. To earn their 2nd win of the season. They're 2-0 coming into play tonight. Meantime, you've got Henley, who lost their season opener against Grants Pass 66-39, but most of their starting lineup, well, actually I shouldn't say most, it was Shaw Stork and Luke Bennett that were out during that game. They were out, and Aiden Hayes stepped in with some pretty key minutes, as Coach Hammond was telling me, along with Chris Janney getting their first varsity minutes, and they filled in well in the starting lineup in those games. Both those games that were played down in California. Blaine Boersma, Marcus McCready, and Owen Sheen all scored in double figures. And it was Owen Sheen who led in all those games, 10 against Grants Pass, 15 against Del Norte. That was the game they won. And Coach Hammond was telling me before the game that they're always looking for the balanced attack, even effort on offense and defense. And having Shaw and Luke back really adds to that. Shaw, while he is a good offensive player and really deft at the inside passes, he is known specifically, I think, for his defensive prowess. And Luke Bennett, I would say the other way around. Bennett can definitely guard beyond the arc, but he is known for his offensive production. He's one of those kids who, if he gets hot from beyond the perimeter, he can definitely cause you some damage. He's also pretty deft with the basketball and handling as well. As the cheerleaders come back into the gym, which means we are just a couple of minutes away from the third quarter. We're going to take one more break on MyBasin.com, and we will be ready for more high school hoops on MyBasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Welcome you back inside the Hornets' nest on MyBasin.com. We are tied at 28 as we are nearing the beginning of the third quarter tonight. Very pleasant good evening. So glad that you could be with us. My name is Josh Eldridge, and we'll be covering Hornets basketball all season long. Our next broadcast is going to be on the 16th. It'll be Henley Girls Hoops. So I believe they got a couple of preseason girls games along with one more preseason boys game as well. Of course, Henley is hosting the Skyline Skyam crossover tournament. That's January 6th and 7th. We'll be here for that one as well. And also all boys and girls league contests, which kick off on January 13th. The Hornets begin league play at home against Hidden Valley. So as we get back into the action here, we'll take a look at the starting five for the Hornets. It's going to be Blaine Boersma, Shaw Stork, Luke Bennett, Chris Janney, and Marcus McCready. For the Redmond Panthers, it's going to be Walks, Snyder, Jones, Horner, and Otten. All right, Redmond starts with the ball. It'll be Snyder along the near side. Snyder getting it to Jones, top of the key. He takes a quick three-point shot off the back iron, no good. And Stork collects the rebound. Shaw racing into the front court, trying to bounce it inside to Boersma. And that's going to be a held ball down low. And possession is going to stay with Henley. So Boersma to inbound it in front of the baseline, lofting it high to Marcus along the left elbow. Kicks it over to Sheen, right wing. Now bouncing it back inside to Marcus, still along that left elbow. Scoops it back outside to Boersma. Boersma putting it on the deck, bouncing it to Sheen. Sheen getting it back inside to Marcus, puts it on the deck, left-hand layup, and McCready converts again. He gives the Hornets a 2-point lead, 30-28 with 7.5 to go in the third. McCready has got 15 points tonight. Otten trying to spin around, goes up off the front iron, and it's no good. McCready neutralizing the 6'9 center for Redmond. Now it's Shaw Stork, top of the key. Stork kicking it over to Sheen. Sheen putting it on the deck, passing it over to McCready. McCready puts it on the deck with the right hand and has it swatted away by Otten as he answers back with some defense of his own. That could be a key to this second half. All right, Snyder's got it now, top of the key for Redmond. He kicks it to Walks. Walks inside to Otten, tries to go to work against McCready, zipping it back outside to Horner. Corner three, that one rattles off the front of the rim. No good. Sheen gets the board, kicks it ahead to Stork. Stork slows things down, trying to drive in along the right baseline. Right-handed floater is no good, and Otten collects the board. Horner now with it for Redmond. Kicks it outside to Snyder, top of the key, now right elbow, dribbles it back out beyond the arc, drives inside, and he gets Bennett to jump on the pump fake, and Bennett hacks him. So it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Jack Snyder. A perfect time to remind you that tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com is brought to you by Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Picking the right path can make the journey easier, the distance shorter, and can assure that you end up at the right place. Whether you're dreaming of owning a home or you just want a great checking account, Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union can help you reach your goals. The second free throw is good. The first one missed, so it's a 1-point game, 30-29, 6:21 to go in the third. And Boersma bringing it up into the front court. Now it's Sheen on the far corner. Sheen moves right, now left. Has it picked away, but collects the loose ball. Sheen now bringing it around, top of the key. Zips it over to Stork. Stork fakes right now, goes left with it. Stork spinning around to his right, high off the glass, and makes it. Henley with a 3-point lead as Shaw Stork gets his first bucket of the night. 32-29, 5:56 to go in the third. It's going to be Jones lofting it to Horner along that left wing. Now it's back to Walks, top of the key. He zips it near side to Jones. Jones kicking it to Snyder, top of the key. Snyder trying to get it inside to Otten. He tries to go to Sheen against the mismatch, but Sheen swats it away. Loose ball is picked up by Watts. He goes up, and McCready knocks that one away. 2 big blocks for the Hornets, and Shaw Stork trying to move this one in. Gets it to McCready. McCready now on the left wing, kicks it back to Stork as the Hornets offense slows down a bit. Stork now going left, up with the right hand. That one rims out. Marcus battling for the board. It won't get it. Otten collects the loose ball. All right, now it's Snyder. He's going to kick it to Jones. He fires a left wing 3, front iron. That one bounces high off the rim. The rebound goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Panthers. And some great defense on the near side has kept the Hornets in the lead. They have a 3-point lead, 5:11 to go in the third. Bennett checks out, and Hayes checks in. Walks along that left wing, kicks it to Jones, right wing. He puts it on the deck, moves top of the key, kicks it to Snyder, far side. Snyder bringing it around in the left hand, now trying to drive right. Takes a screen, hand off to Horner. Horner has it picked away by Boersma, and now it's a race to the bucket. Boersma going up with his left hand, and it's good. Quick defense and a quick turnaround for the 2-point bucket for Blaine Boersma, and he's got 6 points tonight. Henley leads 34-29, 4:40 to go in the third. All right. Horner with a quick 3 for Redmond. That one rolls around the rim and drops. Back to a 2-point lead as Horner has got 23 points tonight. After that triple, it's 34-32 Henley. Stork fakes right, goes left, kicks it to Boersma, top of the key. Boersma takes a screen, now driving the right baseline. Bounce pass to McCready. He goes up for the shot. It's blocked by Otten. Loose ball picked up by Shaw. Head fakes, goes up with the right hand floater and banks it in. Stork builds Henley a 4-point lead. He's got 4 points tonight with 4:13 to go in the third. We'll take a break. Henley leads 36-32 on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
The Henley Hornets cheer squad in front of the students section voted one of the best in the state a couple of years ago, and that still holds strong as we come to you live inside the gym at Henley High School, just south of downtown Klamath Falls. For tonight's broadcast, the Redmond Panthers traveling down 97 earlier today. A little bit of ice, I'm sure, but they made it here safely, and we're playing a great game of basketball here tonight. 36-32, Henley leads. We were tied at 28 at halftime, and Henley has come out and played tough defense, converted on a couple buckets. Shaw Stork has got 4 points in this quarter, but Redmond starts with the basketball. It'll be Jones as Redmond goes from left to right. Jones kicking it near side to Snyder. Snyder over to Walks for a top of the key 3. That one bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Stork gets the rebound. Quick pass to the front court to Aiden Hayes. Back outside to Stork. Stork driving the right baseline. Kicks it outside to Hayes. Hayes tries to find McCready, but it's a loose ball collected by Sheen. Now Boersma right wing. He tries to go inside the paint, and Otten grabs the loose ball. He kicks it ahead to Jones. Jones now over to Snyder. He dribbles into a three, has to pass out of it, and Walks goes up with the shot and is fouled. Great Henley defense, but it just ends up being a foul on Walks. But good transition D as they made Snyder think twice about that three-point bucket. It'll be Walks with a chance to bring the game within 2. 3:37 to go in the third. He misses the first free throw, and he'll get a chance at a second. Redmond has had a little bit of trouble from the penalty stripe tonight, and now shooting into the student section. You might expect they'd have a bit more as he goes 0 from the stripe. Marcus McCready cleaned the glass and kicks it ahead to Sheen. Sheen now going left, steps back. He's going to hand it off to Hayes. Now to Stork at the mid-court logo. Stork moving left with it, hands it off to Hayes. Hayes trying to dribble along the right side. Kicks it over to McCready. McCready puts it on the deck. Tries to spin around. Up with the right hand. And the floater. And McCready feeling himself. And he gets the 2-point bucket. Nodding his head as he moves up the court. 38-32. 3:09 to go in the third for McCready tonight. He's got 17 points. Snyder with it along the near side. Jones dribbling along the left side now. Hands it off to Horner. Horner trying to bring it across about 17 feet out. He's being hassled by Hayes. Finally gets it away to Snyder. Snyder, top of the key, trying to get around Boersma. Kicks it to Jones. Jones to Otten. Otten tries to zip it to Horner. Takes the Otten screen. A long 2 will be no good. Otten gets the rebound, tries the reverse dunk. He gets the rebound again. Finally cleans up the boards and gets the bucket. 4 points tonight for Otten as Redmond calls timeout. It's a 4-point game, 38-34 in the third quarter, and the Hornets lead on mybasin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
In the third quarter, 38-34, and Henley leads the Redmond Panthers. 2:28 to go in the third. Checking in for Henley is TJ Chavez. He comes in for McCready, who's been working hard tonight. McCready, leading scorer for Henley tonight. He is on the bench right now as Boersma takes it up the floor. Boersma zipping it near side to Hayes. Hayes puts it on the deck, takes one from 15. Bounces out no good. Chavez collects the glass, takes a long 2, and Otten skies for the board. Jones now trying to kick it ahead to Snyder. Snyder along that far side, dribbles inside, takes some contact before passing it back outside to Jones. Jones now over to Horner. Horner trying to get it to Jones. Jones putting it on the deck, trying to drive inside. He gets tied up in a foul. I believe this one is going against Boersma. Yeah, it is. So that'll be his first foul. Third Hornet team foul. And Redmond's got the ball underneath their own bucket. Quick inlet pass to Walks, and he converts for 2. It's 38-36 as Walks with his first points of the night. Stork trying to drive inside as well. He goes up for a quick shot that is knocked away by Otten. And now Redmond, a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Snyder trying to drive inside, kicks it outside to Horton, and now Walks for the 3. It is no good. Chavez with the rebound, and now Henley trying to extend upon this lead. A minute and a half to go in the third. They lead by 2. It's 38-36. Boersma trying to go up with the bucket underneath the rim. He's fouled and will go to the line for 2. And again, last year for Henley, free throw shooting was really what did him in, especially in that elimination game against Staten last year. Well, this year as a team, or we'll at least look at Aiden Hayes. He is shooting 50% from the free throw line this year. He makes his first one there. Chris Janey will check in for Hayes. And pardon me, that's Boersma taking the shot. And so Boersma looking for his second made free throw here. And that one rims out no good. Otten cleans the glass. So 39-36. And Henley still leads, but it's a 3-point ball game. Now it's going to be Walks. Walks trying to get it inside to Otten, and what an oop. Gets it right over TJ Chavez, and that is a nice move for the 6'9 Redmond Panther. He's got 6 points tonight. Chris Janney dishing it over to Boersma. Boersma to Chavez. He takes a three. That one rims out no good, and Otten gets the rebound. 1-point ball game, under a minute to go now. As Snyder trying to get it inside to Walks. Walks trying to find Otten again. Tries to go up for the alley-oop again, and this time is fouled on the attempt. Now you start to get one of the best high school players in the state fired up, and he might start to get involved a little bit. He's only got 6 points right now, but he can heat up. Again, we mentioned an Oregon Tech commit. Their head coach, Justin Parnell's in the house tonight, along with Mitchell Fink, an assistant coach, and current Oregon Tech starting center Joey Potts in the house tonight as well. So Bennett and Stork checking back into the game. As Otten missed his first free throw, now a chance to tie it here with a made penalty stripe shot as the crowd gets into it. That one will rattle out no good. He goes 0 for 2 at the line. So Shaw Stork bringing it up for the Hornets. He's trying to drive inside, make a quick move to the rim, but kicks it out to Boersma. Boersma kicking it now over to Stork. Henley slowing things down just a little bit. Handing it off to Janney, top of the key. Janney over to Bennett. Bennett taking some time off the clock. Now 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. 39-38, Henley leads. And now Bennett with it now, trying to get it to Boersma. Boersma now to Stork. Stork trying to get it inside. Pass near side to Chavez for the three. It rattles out no good. The ball goes out of bounds on the rebound. It'll be Redmond basketball with 3.1 seconds to go in the third. Marcus McCready coming in along with Aiden Hayes as Chavez and Bennett check out of the ball game. And 3.1 seconds. Jones going to put it on the deck, try for a quick shot. He steps into it and banks it in. And that's a 3-point buzzer beater for Jones. The second time Redmond has done it tonight, this time to take a 2-point lead. It's 41-39 as we head to the final frame tonight from the Hornets Nest on mybasin.com.
Comfortable and not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
And we are getting ready for the fourth quarter tonight from Henley High School. Redmond taking a lead there in the final second of the third quarter. They lead 41-39. And 8 minutes on the clock. We're ready for the final quarter of what's been an exciting game so far. Jones kicking it over to Horner. Now back to Jones for Redmond. It's Walks with it now. Now Jones, top of the key. Jones trying to get it to Walks on the left elbow. Trying to find Otten inside, but McCready steals it away. Marcus has been active down low. And coming up with another defensive play there as Sheen has it now in the near corner. He's going to hand it to Stork. Stork fakes right now, goes left, tries to get it to McCready, goes up at the right hand, bounces it off the rim, and that one doesn't fall. Otten with the rebound. And now it'll be Jones kicking it ahead to Snyder, and a foul is going to be called I believe, on Henley. So Sheen called with a ball down low, or with the foul down low. And so it'll be Redmond basketball as Jones tries to loft it into Walks. Guarded by Sheen intently. Now Jones with an open near side three, and that one rattles in for Tanner Jones. That's his second three in a row. And now it's Chris Janney on the other side for Henley, trying to operate. Getting it to McCready on the left elbow. He kicks it outside to Stork. Stork taking the McCready screen to the right side. Now kicks it outside to Janney. Right elbow jumper is no good. And so Jones going to take it up for the Panthers. Jones moving along the left lane. Misses the bucket, and Boersma with the rebound. 5-point game. And Redmond leads. Stork trying to find some room inside. A great pass to Janney. Janney trying to find some room to get it to Sheen on the outside. Now Sheen operating free throw line jumper. That one bounces high off the rim. No good. And so now Redmond trying to slow things down just a little bit as Jones takes his time crossing the timeline. He's going to kick it over to Snyder. Snyder fakes right, goes left, and this is an official's timeout. There's something on the floor. Not quite sure what it was, but it looks like the obstruction is cleared. Luke Bennett checking in for Chris Janney for the Hornets as he is greeted by his teammates on the bench. And Redmond will start with the basketball. And now it's Jones with it. Jones trying to find Snyder in the far corner. Now gets it to Walks. Quick pass to Jones on the near wing. Jones being pestered by Boersma, getting it inside to Otten. Otten putting it on the deck, trying to get to McCready, up and off the glass. 2-point bucket there for Otten. He has got 8 tonight. It's 46-39. Redmond leads Henley. And Stork trying to get it over to Boersma in the far corner. Now to Stork. Stork putting it on the deck, trying to drive inside, and is fouled on the shot. He'll shoot 2. Horner picking up his first foul of the night. And so Shaw will go to the line for 2. A time to remind you now that tonight's broadcast brought to you by Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty. Little things can add up to big bills when you're buying, selling, or owning a home. That's why Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty's exclusive Beyond the Sale guarantees protect buyers, sellers, and homeowners from unexpected repair bills. To learn more, call Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty today. Stork good on the second free throw, makes it a 4-point game, a 5-point game, 46-41. 5.5 to go in the final frame. Jones along the far side in front of the Redmond bench, kicks it to Snyder, now to Horner. Kicks it to Watts, the near corner. Bounce pass inside to Snyder. Kicks it outside. Corner 3 for Jones is good. 3 triples this half for Jones. Bennett tries to answer with one of his own on the other side and does. Luke Bennett with his first 3 of the night, getting involved here in the fourth quarter. And Henley takes a timeout. We'll take one too. 49-44, and the Panthers lead with 5:06 to go in the fourth on mybasin.com.
What wrong with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
And some new art gracing the Hornets' Nest interior. I don't think I've seen that artwork before in this gym, but it is pretty neat with that Hornet busting through the wall there. Lots of improvements have come here to Henley High School in the last couple of years, and that mural certainly one of them. As we welcome you back into the game, the score 49-44. Redmond leads with 5:05 to go in the fourth quarter. The Panthers also start with possession of the basketball. The 5 on the floor for Henley is Blaine Boersma, Owen Sheen, Luke Bennett, Shaw Stork, and Marcus McCready. Snyder with it now for Redmond. He's trying to dribble right, kicks it outside to Jones. Jones crosses up Bennett, causes him to stumble, but doesn't shoot. Jones now dribbling at the midcourt logo. He's going to take the Otten screen. Bennett Plays underneath it, trying to go up with the left-handed bucket is Jones, and he converts. 51-44, and Redmond leads. Stork trying to move on the inside, kicking it to McCready. McCready goes up with a shot and has it swatted away by Snyder. Now Jones trying to move up the floor, passes it to Snyder, who goes up with the shot and converts. Nice interior passing for the Panthers. Builds him a 9-point lead, 53-44. Sheen trying to go up with the shot, and a nice left-handed touch. Gets 2 points back, 53-46. As Henley still trails, but 2 more points for Sheen there, gives him 7 on the night. Jones moving inside, trying to find Otten, and does. Otten slams it down over Boersma for the 2-point bucket. He's got 10 points tonight, 8 in this second half. It's 3:50 to go in the final frame, and Henley trails 55-46. Bennett on the near wing, trying to put it on the deck, goes up with the shot, but he is afforded 2 free throws, I believe. Oh, no. Pardon me. The foul is on number 2, on Horner. And that'll be his 3rd personal. And so Bennett will shoot 2. First free throw from Bennett is no good. Checking in for Henley. No, Aiden Hay is going to stay put for the time being. As Bennett shoots the second free throw, that one finds the bottom of the rim. It's now an 8-point game, 55-47. 3:43 to go in the fourth. The Hornets have made a couple of defensive stops and have created takeaways in the early part of the game. Now it's up for them to try to do the same here in crunch time. As Jones with it, top of the key. Jones trying to put it on the deck, move left. Kicks it over to Snyder. Snyder feeling the pressure from Sheen, has the ball picked loose, but Horner picks it up. At the free throw line, he kicks it out to Snyder. Snyder now to Horner on the far wing, kicks it over to Jones. Jones putting it on the deck, trying to find some room inside, moving left with it, tries to find some room off the glass, and he is fouled on his way to the rim. He'll shoot 2. Boersma picking up his 2nd foul there, and as Jones goes to the line for 2, we'll remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness. They've got the most understanding trainers that you could ask for. They help you get motivated, and their workouts will make you feel accomplished all day long. Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness wants you to lose those reins and get your gains. First free throw, no good. 55-47, still an 8-point game. 3:08 to go in the fourth, and Redmond leads. Second free throw, that one is good from Jones. And Panthers take a timeout. We'll take one too. 56-47, 3:08 to go in the game, and the Panthers lead the Hornets on mybasin.com.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Into the fourth quarter, and just a handful of minutes remaining. 3:08 to be exact, and the score 56-47. There you see the team in the lead right now. The Redmond Panthers have controlled this game in the fourth quarter. They took a 2-point lead into the quarter and have extended it now to the 9-point lead you see now. It's their biggest lead of the night so far. The Hornets came back from an 8-0 deficit, or an 8-point deficit to end the first half. Looking for some similar magic here with a taller hill to climb. Again, still plenty of time remaining for Henley as the clock is ticking now. The Hornets have the basketball. Boersma bringing it up, kicking it to Stork. Stork trying to find Hayes. Hayes putting it on the deck now. Trying to find Sheen. Sheen coming around the near side. Left-handed floater for Owen is no good. McCready gets the rebound, tries to go up with it. It's swatted away by Otten. But McCready gets the rebound again. Tries to find Stork and does, top of the key. Stork putting it on the deck, trying to move inside. Up tall with the right hand. That one won't go, and the rebound grabbed by Otten. 2:36 to go in the ball game. And now Redmond able to start draining clock. Jones moving back out with it. Jones putting it on the deck, kicking it outside to Horner. Horner now to Snyder, trying to get it inside to Otten. Otten is tied up and travels before he can take the shot. And so the Hornets get one of the turnovers they're looking for. Still down by 9, 2:15 to go. The Hornets got to strike quick if they want to keep this game within arm's reach. And stoppage on the floor, not entirely sure what it's for, although it looks like we are ready to go. So it'll be Boersma bringing it up the floor for the Hornets. They're looking for a quick in right here and trying to create a defensive turnover. Sheen trying to drive baseline, loses the dribble, and it's picked away by Redmond. Snyder with it now. He's going to hand it off to Jones. Jones trying to drive inside, kicks it back around, gets around a couple of defenders and kicks it back outside to Horner. Horner top of the key to Walks. Walks now back to Jones. Jones puts it on the deck. He's now coming around the near side. 1:40 to go in the ball game. And Boersma is going to foul Walks as he tries to pick it away. It's the only thing he can do is try to collect that basketball. And still, no, pardon me, that puts Redmond in the bonus. That's the 7th team foul for Henley. And it looks like TJ Chavez ready to come in. Coming in for McCready. And Walks at the line for 1 and 1. He makes the first, and so he'll get a second. 10-point game now. (57-47), and that remains the score as Stork collects the missed free throw. Shaw bringing it up. Tries to keep a handle on it. Now Sheen driving inside, goes up with the left hand. That one rims out, and Otten gets the rebound. Jones now bringing it up. Tries to move left with it now, kicks it over to Horner. Has it picked away, loose ball collected by Stork. He goes up with the shot and gets the bucket, and Luke Hammond calls a timeout. 57-49, Henley back within 8. 1:05 left to go in the final quarter, and we'll be back on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
57-49 the score, as we have got about 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in the final frame. Redmond leading the Hornets in their home opener. After tonight, Henley won't return home until December 21st when they'll host another Bend area school in Caldera. And they've got some tournament plays after the holidays. They'll travel to Ridgeview on January 3rd before returning home for the Skyline Sky-M crossover on January 6th and 7th before beginning league play on January 13th. All right, Henley's breaking out the full court press, trying to cause a turnover. And they are trying to strip it away from Horner, and they do. Stork going up with the shot off the glass is good. And so now just a 6-point game and a quick foul, as it's still a situation for a 1-and-1 for Horner. He has been lights out from beyond the arc tonight, but now very important free throws coming up here with the 1-and-1. The student section trying to get into it. This first free throw means everything at this point. Horner misses the first free throw, and Henley collects the basketball. Stork moving up with it now, just a 6-point game. Bennett on the near wing, puts it on the deck, goes up with the shot, and it is no good. Rebound collected by Sheen. Whistle is blown, and it is against Redmond. Jones with the foul, and 43.9 seconds to go in a 6-point ball game. Henley has got a little bit of life here with the basketball with under a minute to go. Just a 2-possession game as Stork takes it. Now to Boersma. Boersma kicking it to Bennett. Far corner three. Front iron no good. The rebound is collected by Horner, and he gets fouled by Hayes. And so that is the 9th team foul for Redmond. Still a 1-and-1 situation. So Horner, who missed his lone free throw last time, has got to make his first one here. 35 seconds to go in the game, and if you make it more than a 2-possession ball game, this one could ice it. Horner's free throw is good. 58-51, 7-point game, now a 3-possession ball game. And Horner, his second free throw rims out, it's no good. Sheen collects the rebound, he's trying to hustle up the floor. Trying to go coast to coast with the left hand, and does. He gets the 2-point bucket. Now it's just a 5-point game with 29 seconds to go, and we'll have another timeout. It's 58-53 Panthers. And we'll be back on mybasin.com.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
5-point ball game, 29 seconds left on the clock as Henley trails Redmond. And it'll be Panthers basketball as we come out of the break. So Henley gonna have to try something to get the basketball back here. There are 9 team fouls, so one more puts Henley in the double bonus. They've got to try to force a turnover. Snyder kicking it to Otten. He's gonna slam it home. Hangs on the rim for the exclamation point. It's 60-53. Owen trying to find some room on the near side. Stork going up with the shot. Off the glass, no good. Redmond collects the rebound, and Otten is fouled. And so that will send him to the line for 2. Back up to a 3-possession ball game. And Otten will have a chance to shoot 2. Comes up with a little bit of a limp after hanging on the rim there. Both officials checking on him. And he is destined for the Oregon Institute of Technology next season. Again, I've mentioned multiple times tonight, Justin Parnell in the house, Mitch Fink in the house. Their current starting center, Joey Potts, sitting down there as well. And he's looking to make these free throws to put this game on ice. He misses the first, but he'll get a chance at a second. Hasn't had a lot of luck from the penalty stripe tonight. And here he goes here. Second free throw from Otten is no good. Boersma gets the rebound. Bennett trying to move into the front court. Step back 3 for Bennett. Tries to bank it in and won't get it. And the clock will tick down to 0 as the Hornets drop their home opener of the 2022-23 season, 60-53 to the Redmond Panthers. We'll be back. We'll break down the game for you and then take a look ahead at the rest of the season coming up next on mybasin.com.
Comfortable and not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
We welcome you back to 104.3 and 960 Sports, also on mybasin.com. Tonight is the final score from the Hornets' Nest is 60-53 as the Hornets fall in their season opener to the Redmond Panthers. Leading scorer for all teams tonight was Colton Horner. The guard scored 25 points tonight, made 7 3-pointers. He was absolutely scorching the nets, and he really helped his team to victory. And Evan Otten as well with 12 points tonight, really contributed in that second half. He scored 10 points all in the second half for Evan Otten, the Oregon Tech commit, helping his team to victory as well. And he's on the floor right now talking to Mr. Coach Justin Parnell on the floor right now. And as we take a look at the leading scorers for the Hornets, they were led tonight by Marcus McCready, who had a stellar evening. 18 points for the junior, followed up by 8 tonight from Shaw Stork, 7 for Owen Sheen, and 6 for TJ Chavez, 3 more for Luke Bennett. And the final score tonight, 60-53. We're going to take one more break tonight on the post-game show. And when we come back, we'll take a look ahead at the rest of the season for the boys basketball team here at Henley High School. That's coming up on mybasin.com.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see 2 things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys and I want to see my high school. And those are the 2 memories that stick out the most to me.
And welcome you back to Henley High School, the site of tonight's MyBasin.com game of the week. 60-53, the final score. The Redmond Panthers escape the Hornets' Nest with a road victory. Henley dropping to 0-1 at home on the season. and 1-2 overall on the year. As we take a look ahead at what's next for the Hornets, they will hit the road, and on Friday they will be at Marist up there in the Eugene area. Then they've got a tournament on the 10th as well. 13th, they'll be down in California at Wairika before returning home on the 21st of December when they host another Bend area school in Caldera. We'll be on the call there, back in the saddle on the 21st of December for more Hornets basketball. Then they've got a weekend tournament through the 28th, 29th, and 30th over the holidays before visiting Ridgeview on January 3rd. Henley actually hosts the Skyline Sky-M crossover tournament. The teams still yet to be decided for January 6th and January 7th, but Henley hosting most of the games. Klamath Union, I believe, at Pell Court hosting a couple of games as well for that crossover tournament. We'll have the coverage for you of that one as well before Henley starts league play on January 13th. And as always, we'll be with you through every boys and girls varsity league contest this year, as well as a handful of non-league contests, of course, tonight, and our other non-league against Caldera on the 21st. We'll also see some preseason Skyline Sky-M crossover action, as well as some girls basketball as well. So keep your eyes on mybasin.com. Appreciate you being with us tonight. Would like to thank a couple of the folks that make tonight's broadcast possible. Of course, Mr. Luke Hammond, the athletic director and head coach here at Henley High School. And would also like to thank Reagan Gilbertson, the head coach at Redmond, for hooking us up with his rosters and allowing us to speak just a little bit before tip-off tonight. Always great visitors, Redmond, hoping a safe trip home back up Highway 97. And, of course, their athletic director, Mr. Doug Taylor, as well, for allowing us to cover his program tonight. Once again, you've been watching the MyBasin.com Game of the Week. MyBasin.com, your home for everything going on in the Klamath Basin, from news to sports to just about everything else. You can find it online at MyBasin.com. The final score tonight, Redmond defeating the Henley Hornets 60-53. For Caitlin Rodriguez running the live stream tonight, my name is Josh Eldridge. Good night from the Hornets' Nest.